Again, y'all, and welcome to that Go Hard or Go Home channel. Okay, so I know y'all probably got drawn in by the title. More guys need to be like Derrick Jaxn. Okay, before y'all crucify me, just hold on. Let me get a little bit of a talk. Okay, let me explain. All right, first of all, let me welcome you if you're new, the Alpha Squad. I watch problems in the manosphere and stuff like that, and I try to help fix some of them. All right, thank y'all for all the subscribers I've been getting so far. And you think this is good info once you get done watching it, make sure you hit subscribe on the channel, okay? So here's the deal. More guys should be like Derrick Jaxn. Why would somebody think this? Now, if you don't know who Derrick Jaxn is, guys, or somebody who don't know who he is, I'm gonna give you a real quick synopsis. He's a YouTube guy, and he's kind of a influencer for mostly women. He talks about men in the negative way, and I guess it's how he gets his customers. So his whole thing was talking about f boys and stuff like that. Only to come to find out later on that he himself was an f boy. So this is a picture right here to my side of him and his ex-wife. Okay, see, she's a nice looking lady, probably was real. Seemed like a decent woman or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But that's who he was married to at the time. That's who he got caught cheating on. So we're gonna talk about this right here because this is where the lesson is gonna begin, guys. Okay, when I say to be more like Derrick Jaxn, I don't mean going like rants about men and stuff like that. What I'm talking about is we're gonna discuss his way of dealing with women because he was able to get caught up doing all the stuff that women say men shouldn't do, and then he can go right back and get him advice. Now, some guys gonna be, oh, just because they like how he looks. No, that's not all of it. Some of it is, yes. I'm gonna give it to y'all. That's some of it, okay? But it's not all. Some of this stuff has to do with other things that the rest of everybody else could be doing too. That's what we're finna start discussing. Number one is this right here. This man don't discuss his true feelings about women, with women, and probably not too many men. Now, how are you saying that, Taurus? Well, okay, look. You can see this wife right here is not a bad looking woman and all this stuff right there. She's made up pretty decent. Now, I seen her one time, she looked too hot, but looks like a decent lady. All right. Probably was around the house cooking, cleaning, and shut the fuck up. Looks like the type. Now, he still decided to treat that like crap because that's his attitude towards women anyway. You don't have to say it. It's the things, the actions that you saw. Okay, which most guys already were expecting anyway, because this dude was just he is good. His talk was too good. You had to understand this stuff from the inside of him. Most guys were already expecting something like that anyway. The reason I'm saying to be more like it though is this right here. This guy don't think a certain way about women or whatever it is, but he don't discuss that issue with them. They're gonna find out about it later, but which is what happened with his wife. But what I'm saying about this right here is take this with some of those issues that guys have with women that they try to discuss with them and just don't do it. Change your actions instead. Your actions don't have to bring about bad stuff with his like his did. All right. But you say for example, okay, let's give an example of something. A big one they got in the manosphere, they always talking about women about the hypergamy and all this other good stuff. And hey, fuck talking about it, just be about it. That's what I'm saying with this one. Just go ahead and move to the next level. And then, because they already telling you they'll do what they're going to do at that level. What that has to do with being more like this guy, this right here. Not discussing your inner self with women. That's the reason why he's able to, he's tricking them through this. You don't have to be trying to trick them. But the thing of it is women don't really want to know about your inner self. It stays a mystery to them. They say they want to know that shit, but guys like this is proof that they don't. That's why they'll still listen to him and go back, even after you did something wrong. He did something complete, and they all know he did it. I'm trying to reach a small group of guys here. I know most guys is probably still pissed off and they're not getting it, but I'm trying to go to something very deep here, guys. I hope most people can see it. Y'all can see it, drop the comments and let me be known. But this one aspect here is like not discussing your inner self with women. It's something they keep telling you that you need to do, but I'm telling you it's a lie. And I'm using guys like this to prove it to you. And women, in the end of it, now they know how he is inside, and it still doesn't matter because he don't say it. He ain't never said it. You know what he did? He followed all the social cues and did everything you need to do because with women, it's just social cueing and shit like that. There's a lot of stuff that he's doing too. Okay? He apologized to his wife. He did all this shit. That nigga didn't care. We know he don't care. Most guys look, if you was married and all the other stuff and you let this kind of junk happen, your wife is going to especially be very embarrassed. I mean, you as a guy, you're going to know that because you talking this and that. She going to look crazy. She going to leave. You know the type of girl you got. You know all that junk. No, he couldn't have cared. We know this. But he didn't say it out loud. What I'm trying to talk about with this right here is more akin to like, okay, you gotta know how to deal with women in certain situations. This guy knows how to do it. Okay, he pretty much Beyonce their ass and he did everything opposite of what he said he'd do, and he can still turn around and make fans out of them again. What I'm telling other guys about this is like, just because this guy he's not presenting his ill thoughts towards women to women because he has them. If with his doggone behavior, he has them. But what I'm just saying to you is, take a note out of his book. The ill thoughts, don't express those to women. You don't need to. They're not gonna listen anyway. They're not gonna like it. And it's just, and most of it's all stuff that we all know anyway. The next thing I want to get at with this right here. This guy mastered all three of the M's that I put out for dating. Okay, muscles, money, mind. When I say muscles, I'm talking about appearance. I'm not talking about you got a bunch of muscles because you can see in this picture right here, the guy wasn't always as big as he is now. So you've been doing some work and stuff. So it's more about appearance. You see, it's clothes and stuff and things like that. A lot of guys need to be doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like me, I come on here casual a lot, but when I get ready to go out, I look a certain type of way. Maybe one day I'll sit down in front of them, but I ain't interested in putting no clothes on for nobody to tell them something that's just the real anyway. So he's got a little bit of money from selling books and doing all the other good stuff. So women know that. And they saw the relationship that he had with this woman right here. And she wasn't no woman to them that they thought was no, you know what I'm saying? So his image, you see what I'm saying? The image is that of something that women would like. Now, it don't mean that it's real. Okay? As you can see with his situation. But y'all already know us a lot of other guys, like the so-called guys with game, but it doesn't matter. Your situation, your image might be real, but it needs to be the same image. And that's something that guy's keeping in mind when he's presenting himself. So I think a lot of guys need to do that too. I just said, when I go in public and present myself, it's way different than me sitting here doing this leisurely. Now, do I think that guys need to be out there bashing other guys? And I see this guy as somebody that panders to women, but the thing of it is I'm not talking about his pandering right now. What I'm talking about is the underlying traits of it that everybody can use. If you're following me on this, y'all follow me on that one, y'all be let me know in the comments. All right. Here's another thing that this guy has mastered that I think other guys need to do. All right. He knows what women wanted to hear, and he gives them that. Okay. Because here's the deal, guys. And here's an honest truth of this. Okay. Here's the honest truth of this. And I say it in all my other videos. Women don't give a fuck what you think. That's this guy. This guy understands that. And most guys, they say it, but they're not acting on it. That's why I say he don't express himself in certain ways, all this shit to women because you don't need to. They don't care. This guy's proof of that. He's proof of them not caring about that. Why? Because since he never expressed his true underlying self to them, because we already know what it is, guys. Come on, we saw what was happening, so we know what it is. But the thing of it is he don't express that to women, and so since he don't, they take the outside view of what it is. Now, I'm not saying you have to use this in a deceptive way. You can be genuine, but your outside view got to be what they want to see. And see, that means in some ways you ain't gonna be able to be genuine because you ain't gonna be able to say certain shit or do certain things, regardless if you create a certain image. I'm just telling you that right now. I tell you all the time on my channel, I don't talk to women about stuff because here's the deal. I can't tell them the truth of what I really think because it's not gonna work. So women kind of work like that, but this guy right here, like I keep telling y'all, he's really proof of that. And I think guys need to look at that aspect of it instead of the other aspects that they're looking at. Adopt some of his ways of thinking and doing, but you don't have to be doing it in a deceptive way, and you don't have to bash guys to do it. I'm just saying, adopt the good shit about this Joker. You don't have to be a sleazeball or undermine like how he is, but I do think most guys need to pick up on some of the stuff that he do when it comes to women. It'll make it a lot easier for them because some of the stuff he do is the same stuff that other guys have to do anyway. You can't discuss certain things with women. Like sometimes the women bring. Let me tell y'all something. When women start bringing up certain subjects, I be like, I don't really think about that. As a guy or whatever, I might got 5 opinions about it. Ain't no sense in talking about that one because at the end, if I tell you the truth, it's just gonna piss you off. You gotta understand how that kind of works anyway. I'm using a guy like this as an example, show you that hey, look at what he was able to do. He was able to get women to listen to him, pay him, and then did everything that he said the other guys was doing that was wrong. He did all of it, and yet it was still able to come back and had them to pay him again. That is what I'm trying to get guys to understand. It ain't all about looks. A lot of it is some of the other stuff that I just got done telling you. It'll work the same way for a lot of y'all too. I'm gonna get out of here on that one because I ain't gonna beat this horse. But hey, I think a lot of guys need to be more like Derrick Jaxn. They need to have his attitude, but you may not have the same intentions. Okay, because his way of thinking is a way that most guys should. He's thinking these things. You can see in his actions and what he was doing. He wasn't really worried about the chick that he was with or whatever, whatnot. You know, you just get another whatnot. A lot of things that way. But the thing of it is you don't showcase it. And things that women think are wrong, he don't talk against it. And you can't really do that. It's a sad thing, especially when guys keep talking about they want to be in relationships, have a woman living in the house. Nah, nigga, you better learn how to. You better learn how to say somebody else right even when they wrong, or you're gonna have a lot of problems. So it's better off in the end to know what you can do and know what you can't. Because all this stuff is a bunch of social cues. This dude right here proves it. You can get these jokers to listen to you the same way they listen to him. You can. It's just that you ain't gonna be able to mind games them broads and then get them to listen to you. They ain't gonna work that way. I'm showing you the other end of it. I think if you put this guy and Myron Gaines in the same room, you will find out that eventually they both got the same idea and the same thing, just one of them does it different. And one of them gonna be able to deal with women and one of them ain't, even with less money, without having to pay and having to do all the other good stuff. See, guys, there's a lot of other shit that could get this conversation can get real deep. Y'all drop the comments, let me know what y'all think about this right here, because we're gonna keep this one going, and I'm gonna respond to the comments and stuff like that. Let me know what y'all think, because it's so much that you can get into with this. So much. But I think if guys adopted some of the principles of a person like this, that a lot of them will be a lot better off. Your intentions in the end don't have to be bad like how his was. But some guys are exposing too much stuff to women and explaining too much shit to women. And that's the thing I'm talking about with people like this. Okay? This is one of the better examples I can find because, and the reason why I use it as an example is because this person went through talking to women, fucking up right in front of them, and then got them to do the same thing right back over. It's not the fact that they're dumb or silly for doing it. It's the fact that he's proven that it can be done. That's what media looked at. Y'all drop the comments, let me know. This been Taurus down to y'all, and this is that Go Hard to Go Home channel. And more guys need to be like Derrick Jaxn. I'm out of here on this one, y'all. Peace. Drop the comments, let me know what y'all think. Hit subscribe, and let's talk about this.